Ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy High Roller is making the claim that this is the wildest start to any NBA season. Let's see why he's saying that.
And Carroll breaks the tie. He throws Terrence Ross.
I'll say this again. It's our defense. We have to correct our defense.
That three. Here's Markkanen.
Free All-Star Laurie?
Concerned Clipper fans out there, what is the latest that you are hearing on his health instead?
This is kind of fun.
Foul. Steve Nash was working for that, and now he's incredulous. Jacques Vaughn trying to hold him back.
Jacques Vaughn. Should have been
Steve Nash is incensed.
The NBA season just started a few weeks ago, and things are already completely out of control. And we absolutely love it. The NBA is back, and it's better than ever.
I don't know about better than ever, but
better than ever is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Chad, is it really giving like that? Is it giving for real? Like, I don't think it's giving best season of all time. I did that just to piss my mans off. I know he watching this video. And he hate when I do that shit. I had to get him one time. Go ahead, Souls.
yo, next year, you know what I'm gonna do, Sage, when we do our predictions? I'm gonna just say the wildest shit. Cause
Oh, yeah, 100%.
every single year we always trying to. I mean, the Nets on paper they look pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna win a bunch of games. We did this for the Clippers. We did this for the Warriors. But every single season, like shit just doesn't do that. That like last season for me, that was the Heat. Like I was very high on the Heat, and motherfuckers were clowning me going into the season. The Heat, and then we get into the season. I'm like, all right, I was more right than you were wrong. So I'm gonna do that next year. I'm gonna say like I don't know, the Hornets 3 seed. No cap.
The Hornets 3 seed. The mellow ball, just a 3 seed. Miles Bridges comes back. All right, bro.
At the beginning of every NBA season, Basketball Reference releases their preseason odds and projections. These are usually fairly accurate. Not really. And this season was no different. Basketball Reference released their preseason projections for each team, and just a few weeks into the NBA season, the league has already been flipped on its head. Preseason odds projected the Jazz to have the worst record in the NBA. They are currently the top team in the West, propelled by Jordan Clarkson and a prime Dirk Nowitzki. Larry Markkanen. Right now, the Jazz are on pace to winning 61 games this season. Their projected win total before the season started was 24 wins. This has to be the most unexpected start to a season ever. The Jazz part ways with their 2 perennial All-Stars and still find themselves tied for the most wins in the entire league. Another completely inexplicably successful team has been the Trailblazers, who were projected to be the 10th seed in the West. But then they won, and won again, and won again, and won again, and by the grace of God, now have the 3rd best record in the West. I don't get it, but I don't care to. Go Blazers! The Clippers are mediocre once again thanks to literally one player in Kawhi Leonard, who has taken player empowerment to a whole nother level by just doing whatever he wants to. You ate a heavy meal this
Okay. Let's pause and rewind. I'll make this brief. I was streaming the Rage RDC thing. This guy pulls up on me, Souls. Yo, do you miss THT now? The Jazz are 1 seed. THT, for you motherfuckers, is having his worst season. Fuck you. 2, why the fuck are the Blazers good? But 3, this nigga paw print.
Now we don't want to take any risks. Might as well sit this one out, big fella. Yay, he's back. No, he's not. One of the greatest players of all time just straight up doesn't play, and we've gotten so used to him doing this, no one even talks about it. Suit up, my guy. My fantasy team is in the trenches. Do something. But at least the Clippers are just mediocre, and not an absolute dumpster fire like the Warriors and Lakers. I just made a video about whether or not it was possible to buy an NBA championship, and we concluded that no, you cannot buy an NBA championship. So far this season, the Warriors are proving to be no exception to this. In fact, the Warriors are the first team in NBA history to start the season 0-6 on the road. It's getting ugly,
Damn.
but it's
Think
still
y'all
really
are
early in the
sick.
season, so I expect this team
thought
to
they
start
had
figuring out things here soon as they continue to experiment with their lineups and buff out some rough edges. Now, a team that won't be doing any buffing on any edges is this rotten bunch that call themselves the Los Angeles Lakers.
Damn.
Between a bench that
Yo, Sage, how you
resembles
feel
your
about
least
that,
favorite
bro? The rotten Lakers. You gonna take that? Me personally.
All right, look, you fucking high rollers. Look, shut the fuck up. How about that? How about you go get your stats? Go talk about what's the new one? The box score or something like that. Yeah, go read your box score or some shit, Jimmy. Stick to the numbers, nerd. How
Fucking
about that?
nerds.
You
Yeah.
fucking nerd. Yeah, let's go there. Yeah, yeah.
Nerds.
Hey, so you know what's coming? Is Do-Rag Boy and the Asian talking about nerds?
Ain't this the guy that watches anime all day? Like,
Yeah, you're literally wearing a Dragon Ball Friends shirt, and he's the nerd. Check up on your life, bud.
G League team, a third best offensive option in Lonnie Walker, and Anthony Davis clenching at his back every time a defender looks at him the wrong way.
He's 80
This team is an
playing good,
absolute
This dude
wreck.
is 6'10"
The Lakers
paw
are
print, bro.
currently on
Stop.
pace to win a whopping 16 games this season, which is so bad
we're
it would set a
worse
new
than I
franchise
thought.
record for the least amount of wins in the Lakers' 76-year existence. A team with 3 all-time great players on it, and they just can't seem to put together a win.
hey, say, let me ask you this, bro, Sage. In 10 years, who you think gonna win the Anthony Davis trade? Y'all did get a chip. So it's gonna be hard, but looking at what the Pelicans turned into, you know what I'm saying? Who they won because they were asked that year specifically.
You know me. They got to get that ring. I don't give a fuck about no 5-year-old on TikTok, no 10-year-old on Twitter. The Pelicans going to have to get a ring, but all they probably would need is one, and I say they got it. If they get Victor, that'd be the only exception. They get Victor, all right, y'all got to fuck that up. Y'all got to fuck up Zion, B.I., and Victor. So they get Victor. GG's, they won that trade, but
So they don't have to win a ring with Victor. They just have to get him.
if they get Victor, they won. If they get Victor, they won. Because at that point, you got the number 1 prospect of all time, or at least coming into the league. I'm not saying he's better than LeBron, y'all, but number 1 prospect of all time. You got Zion Williamson, who is also catered to be one of the best prospects of all time. And then you have a guy in Brandon Ingram who's arguably more skilled than both. Nah, y'all have to fuck that up, let alone the millions of assets you would have to then trade for another player if one of those 3 didn't work out. So yeah, and not to mention you would have eliminated the Lakers from being good. So yeah, they if they get Victor or they win a chip, they won.
Damn. Is Victor that good? Damn.
I'm not saying he that good. I'm saying, all right, bro, at this point, you've literally hit home runs in the draft, and either he has to sell you or you have to sell him. But essentially, you couldn't have done any better scouting, and your RNG couldn't have been any better. That's why I'm going it that way. It's not that I'm some Victor stan. I seen the dude play like 2 games.
Well, I'm a stan, so.
hey, I'm not far from it. I just seen him play 2 games.
In fact, if the Lakers situation wasn't bad enough, even if they finish this season with the worst record in the NBA, they won't even have a shot at the first overall pick in the upcoming draft,
Jimmy.
since they included the rights to a first-round swap with the Pelicans when they traded for Anthony Davis back in 2019. The Pelicans could very well end up with a generational talent next season, gift-wrapped and hand-delivered thanks to the Lakers playing like absolute dog water. But
Why is he
somehow, the
shooting
Lakers
that?
being an absolute circus at the moment
Bro,
is not
I
nearly the biggest
swear.
story in the NBA right now. Because in the East, the Nets have gone completely off the rails with one of the weirdest and dysfunctional starts to a season I've ever seen. This team has got NBA Reddit looking like the front page of TMZ. Preseason odds had the Nets as the 4th best team in the league this season and 3rd best in the East. That, my friends, has not been the case. Despite Kevin Durant trying to stay out of the
Was that
drama,
Ben?
but subtly putting himself right in the middle of it, regardless of Kyrie Irving becoming public enemy number 1, and in the midst of Ben Simmons regressing into a poor man's Draymond Green, Steve Nash somehow took the fall for this team's shortcomings
that
and was
narrative
fired
so-
just 7 games into the
Better
season.
Draymond.
No, it wasn't Kyrie's distracting off-court antics. It wasn't Ben Simmons refusing to do anything on the court other than being 6'10". It wasn't Sean Marks blowing up a perfectly good roster. It was all Steve Nash's fault. Meanwhile, leading the East are the Milwaukee Bucks, who have been using the league as their personal punching bag, winning 9 straight games to start the season. Preseason odds had the Bucks projected as the 3rd best team in the NBA going into the season, and already they have exceeded those expectations. The craziest part about the Bucks' success so far this season, Chris Middleton hasn't even suited up yet. You can't get out to a much better start.
Come on, bro. Like y'all see us as the favorite, but let's look at the standings real quick.
Nah, Jimbo,
I don't
you're doing
know,
great.
man. When we talk about surprises, hey, we're living up to the hype. No cap. And if it's a surprise, it's on the good side of things. Look, look at this shit, Jack. Look at this shit, Jack. 10-3, second best record in the league. Half game from the Bucks, and Jason Tatum is going crazy.
Not like Giannis.
Hey, I do not care. Do not care, man. Listen, man. And B gonna beat his ass in the first round, anyways.
You're a cap.
And the Sixers are our fucking babies, so as long as Embiid takes care of business, we're good.
That's your game plan. Joel Embiid takes out Giannis. Oh, good luck to you, my boy. Good luck. Good luck.
The Bucks have. Except somehow one team has,
Now, this
because
team I
preseason odds had the Cavaliers projected as the 8th best team in the East.
They're cool.
And not only have they
love the
blown the
Cavs.
top off of that projection, the Cavaliers have become an absolute juggernaut over the last few weeks. Right now, the Cavaliers have the highest net rating in the entire league, the highest SRS score among all teams, and the largest margin of victory, all while being led by easily the most talented
With
and
their
well-rounded
perimeter
8-man
defense.
rotation in the
Easily.
NBA, and a now MVP caliber star in Donovan Mitchell, who has taken a massive leap this season.
That's
No,
us.
he just has
Cavaliers
eyes
are
on
the real
us.
deal.
There
We are
we
only
go.
3 weeks into the season, and already these projections and expectations have completely blown up. Just a month ago, the Warriors, Clippers, and Nets were 3 of the top 5 teams
Refuses to
favorited to
say
win an
it.
NBA
It's
championship.
crazy.
Now, all
Fuck
3
the
of these teams
Celtics.
are fighting to just stay relevant in their conference. This season was supposed to be the year of the great tank. Just not from these teams. Teams that we all thought would be rebuilding this season were supposed to put together their best tanking job to increase their odds at the generational prospect in Victor Wembanyama. I was excited. The Jazz, Pacers, Spurs, Thunder. Where's the tanking? We've got a generational talent on the line here. Lose. I mean,
Lose is crazy.
Here's my theory. Them winning is exactly why they're ass franchises. Drop the bomb. Sage, you know how fucking stupid you have to be to see Victor Wembanyama and say, nah, out of all the years we've been fucking ass/mediocre, let's be good this year. Yeah, this year. Y'all can't do this next year. Let's be good this year. The Jazz do not care about this 10-3 record. Y'all are ass for this. If y'all don't get Victor Wembanyama and stop playing games, stop it. Same thing with the Spurs. Who are y'all building around right now? I don't know your roster.
Keldon? Is Keldon still there?
Keldon Johnson and who? Patty Mills? He's not even on the fucking squad anymore.
Right.
Come on, bro. Come on. The Pacers, Tyrese? Listen, we played 2K once, but you need more help. You need more help.
Miles Turner don't
Turner
even
ain't
be
it. He's not enough. I know he had that one game last week where he was cool, but he is not enough to take out to that next level. But here y'all are playing games while the real ones, the Rockets, the Pistons, the Hornets, the real geniuses, they're getting their fucking pick. So y'all, Utah can have this fucking party all fucking week. But come draft night, when y'all have the 16th pick, y'all are going to be crying. Crying.
Hey, man, crawl before you walk. I'm playing devil's advocate. Crawl before you walk before you run, things of that nature. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I ain't with this shit at all. To tell you the truth, I think tanking is disgustingly overrated. A la the Thunder. How many times you going to tank for picks? But this ain't the time to stop. Everybody been talking about this draft for like 3 years. Apparently, I've been hearing about this draft for 3 years. Like it's apparently like Scoot. There's some damn twins. The fucking Sprouse twins are there or some shit. Like apparently this draft is deep as shit. And now niggas is like, well, we gotta see what we're capable of. The only logic is that maybe because the worst team never has number 1, that they're like, fuck it, somebody gonna leapfrog, so let's just go for like 10. Outside of that, I don't get it. Threw me the fuck off. The only team that I expected to do this, or I should have expected to do this, was the Jazz, because everybody on that roster got something to prove. Everybody else, what the fuck are y'all doing? I ain't gonna lie. I'm very against tanking, but if you're gonna tank, do it right. What the fuck?
I mean, some teams are starting to look like real front runners in the Wemby sweepstakes,
Yeah.
but I wasn't aware that the Warriors were gunning for the kid. But it's still early in the season. Anything could happen. The Warriors could pull together and look like real contenders as the season continues. The Cavaliers and the Jazz
Warriors
could
get
continue
Victor, I'm
their
gonna
run
fucking
and
cry,
solidify
bro.
themselves as
I
a
quit.
real threat for a title.
did quit.
Who knows? The Lakers could even make the playoffs. Well,
Oh,
let's not get carried away here. The NBA is back, and it just keeps getting better. Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
High Roller, they're gonna clip that one. They're gonna pray for your downfall, and I'll be right there with you when they don't make the playoffs. I'm gonna be right there with you. God damn, bro. Nobody expected them to be the worst team. But this video, I give it a B. I would have gave it an A, but you slander my Lakers. But no Celtics did a lot. No Celtics did a lot for me. Not one mention. No Tatum, no Brown, no Eam. They even brought up the Nets situation. No Eam, no nothing. I love it. I love it.
Damn, they just. I mean, I saw Tatum in like one of the NBA.com screenshots, but
Yeah, the .com, I was going to say it, but I didn't want to keep talking.
God
He was in
damn.
the background. AC wrote that back. He was in the background of this shit. I was like, oh, there's Tatum. But I didn't want to say nothing.
hey man, it's cool. It's cool. You can talk about the Lakers and the Warriors all year. You gonna see the Celtics in the finals anyways. It's fine. It's fine.
Not true. It's not true.
All right, man. If you guys enjoyed this video, you can watch this video right here where we reacted to another Jimmy High Roller video. Great YouTuber, great guy, from what I know. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
From what I know, P.